The 1980s didn't just give us legends in music and movies, they gave us trucks built like tanks. No electronics, no fragile sensors, just raw steel, monster engines, and engineering tough enough to survive decades of abuse. And here's the crazy part. Some of these machines are still working today, outlasting modern trucks half their age. Get ready, because these are the 10 unstoppable trucks from the 80s that are still going strong. Number 1. Kenworth W900. The Kenworth W900 of the 1980s wasn't just a truck. It was a symbol of what American trucking stood for: long roads, big chrome, and unmatched durability. Many drivers still say that the W900 from this era represents the peak of mechanical trucking. Before the industry moved toward electronics and emission systems, these trucks were built around legendary power plants like the Cummins Big Cam, Cummins N14, and Detroit Diesel Series 60 engines, all of which were famous for their longevity, torque, and ability to be repaired almost anywhere. What made the W900 special was not just its mechanical components, but its overall construction philosophy. Kenworth used extra-thick frame rails, high-strength crossmembers, and robust suspension systems that could handle heavy loads for decades without bending or cracking. The long-nose design wasn't simply aesthetic, it allowed easier access to the engine, making repairs faster and cheaper on the road. Drivers loved the W900 of the 1980s because driving it felt like operating a piece of industrial art. The interior was simple, clean, and built with first-class craftsmanship. The truck had a commanding road presence, and the long hood made every trip feel like a journey behind a mighty beast. Many of these trucks were used for coast-to-coast long hauls, running millions of miles while rarely seeing a major breakdown. Even now, more than 40 years later, you can find thousands of 80s W900s still hauling freight, especially in the hands of owner-operators who trust these machines with their livelihood. Logging companies, mining operators, and heavy-haul businesses keep them alive because no modern truck offers the same mix of reliability and raw mechanical power. Restoration communities continue to revive old W900s, polishing the chrome, rebuilding the engines, and showcasing them at trucking events. The 1980s Kenworth W900 has outlived generations of newer models, proving that true engineering excellence never fades. Number 2. Peterbilt 359. The Peterbilt 359 from the 1980s is often viewed as the ultimate classic American semi-truck. A machine that combined beauty, strength, and longevity in a way that no other truck of the era could match. The 359 wasn't just built, it was crafted. Its aluminum cab and hood made it lighter and more fuel-efficient, while its long hood and custom-friendly layout made it the favorite canvas for chrome enthusiasts and owner-operators who wanted a truck that reflected their identity. Under the hood, many 359s from the 80s were equipped with the legendary Caterpillar 3406B engine, widely regarded as one of the best diesel engines ever built. This powerhouse was known for its ability to run more than 1 million miles with basic maintenance, thanks to its low-stress mechanical design, simple fuel injection, and durable iron construction. But what truly set the 359 apart was the driver experience. The truck had a commanding road feel, a powerful exhaust note, and a classic layout that made drivers feel connected to the machine. There were no complicated electronics to deal with, no fragile sensors, and no computer systems to malfunction in the middle of a long haul. Everything was mechanical, strong, and designed to be repaired even on the shoulder of the highway with simple tools. The 359 became the truck of choice for long-distance haulers, livestock transporters, and heavy-haul operators because it simply refused to quit. Even today, many 359s operate daily in the United States, Canada, Mexico, and parts of South America, pulling loads as confidently as they did decades ago. The restoration scene has exploded in recent years, with fully refurbished 359s becoming showpieces worth tens of thousands of dollars. Yet even the shiny show trucks often still run, because the 1980s Peterbilt 359 was built to last, and it continues to prove itself on the road every single day. Number 3. Mack Super-Liner. The 1980s Mack Super-Liner was built with one purpose: to survive the most punishing working conditions on the planet. Mack trucks were already known for toughness, but the Super-Liner took that reputation to another level. This truck became a favorite in industries where failure wasn't an option: logging, mining, construction, and long-distance heavy hauling. The Mack E6 and E7 engines that powered these machines were engineered for brutal durability. featuring heavy-duty cast-iron blocks, strong turbo systems, and mechanical injection setups that made them nearly impossible to kill. Paired with Mack's legendary Maxitorque transmissions and high-strength axles, the Super-Liner had a drivetrain capable of enduring years of abuse without major failures. Drivers who worked in extreme environments quickly learned that the Super-Liner could go places other trucks feared to tread. Whether climbing steep logging trails, crossing muddy construction zones, or pulling overweight loads through extreme heat or freezing cold, the 1980s Super-Liner rarely backed down. Its cab structure was equally impressive, strong, simple, and built more like industrial equipment than a highway truck. Unlike many competitors that were designed primarily for paved roads, the Super-Liner was engineered with rugged duty in mind. Even today, this truck remains a common sight in Australia's outback, the Canadian North, and rural parts of the US, where older mechanical trucks are still preferred for their reliability and ease of maintenance. Restoration communities have also embraced the Super-Liner, cherishing its bold appearance and muscular stance. Many 80s models have been rebuilt from the ground up and returned to service, proving that the Mack Super-Liner is truly one of the toughest semi-trucks ever created. Number 4. Freightliner FLC120. The Freightliner FLC120 from the 1980s may not have the glamour or cult following of long-nose icons like the W900 or 359, but it earned something far more important: the trust of fleet operators who needed a truck that simply worked. Designed with practicality, fuel efficiency, and long-term reliability in mind, the FLC120 became one of America's most dependable fleet trucks. Its aluminum cab made it lighter than many competitors, giving it better fuel economy and reduced wear on suspension components. More importantly, its straightforward design made it easy and inexpensive to maintain, making it a favorite among large trucking companies that needed reliable long-haul equipment. The FLC120 offered a range of durable power plants, including the Detroit Diesel Series 60, Cummins Big Cam, and Caterpillar 3406 engines, all legends in their own right. The truck's simple wiring system, mechanical components, and durable chassis meant fewer breakdowns and lower operating costs. Many 80s FLC120s ran coast-to-coast routes in the US for years, accumulating high mileage with exceptional reliability. When they were retired from American fleets, thousands were exported to Mexico, South America, and the Caribbean, where they continue hauling freight today. The FLC120's ability to survive rough roads, extreme climates, and poor maintenance conditions makes it one of the most resilient semi-trucks of its generation. Even now, the truck remains popular among small fleets and independent operators who appreciate its simplicity, reliability, and ease of repair. The 1980s Freightliner FLC120 stands as proof that practical engineering can sometimes outlast bigger, flashier designs. Number 5. International Harvester 9370. The International Harvester 9370, later produced under the Navistar brand, is one of the most underrated semi-trucks of the 1980s, yet it remains a powerful and reliable workhorse even today. This truck was built for strength, designed around a heavy-duty steel cab and reinforced chassis that could handle extreme hauling conditions. Unlike some competitors that focused on style or luxury, the 9370 was engineered as a pure work tool. It was offered with a variety of powerhouse engines, including the Cummins N14, Detroit Diesel 8V92, and Caterpillar 3406, engines known for longevity, torque, and the ability to run hundreds of thousands of miles under grueling conditions. These engines made the 9370 a favorite among operators who needed a dependable heavy-haul truck for logging, mining, and long-distance flatbed operations. The 9370's design may have been simple, but that was exactly why it lasted so long. The cab structure was durable, straightforward, and easy to maintain. The interior was basic but comfortable enough for long-haul routes, and the truck's mechanical systems were built to be serviced quickly in the field. Many 9370s from the 1980s are still actively working today in rural parts of the US and Canada, hauling timber, grain, machinery, and oversized loads. The truck's massive frame rails and durable suspensions allow it to handle heavy weights that would stress modern trucks filled with electronics. In recent years, the 9370 has gained increasing appreciation in the restoration community. Truck enthusiasts are breathing new life into these boxy giants, repainting them, rebuilding engines, and showcasing them at truck shows. The International 9370 from the 80s remains a quiet but powerful reminder that true strength comes from substance, not style, and this beast still proves its worth every single day. Number 6. Volvo F12. The Volvo F12 from the 1980s is widely considered one of the greatest European trucks ever built, and its reputation has only grown stronger with time. The F12 became legendary because it combined rock-solid engineering, unmatched durability, and impressive driver comfort, features that were far ahead of its era. Volvo equipped the F12 with a powerful 12-liter turbocharged diesel engine that delivered strong torque, exceptional fuel efficiency, and an almost unmatched ability to survive harsh long-distance operations. The engine's mechanical injection system was designed to perform reliably even under extreme conditions such as desert heat, mountain climbs, or continuous long-haul routes stretching thousands of kilometers. This is why so many F12s were used for routes between Europe and the Middle East, traveling through rugged terrains, dusty environments, and brutal road conditions that push trucks to their limits. The cab-over design of the F12 was another key reason for its success. Volvo engineered the cab with safety and comfort in mind. Thick structural steel, excellent crash safety, and ergonomic seats set a new benchmark for driver well-being. For long-distance haulers who spent weeks inside their trucks, this made a huge difference. The F12 also introduced advanced suspension systems and reduced cabin vibration, making it far more comfortable than many competitors of the time. Even after 40 years, these Volvo trucks are still running strong in Eastern Europe, Turkey, Africa, and parts of Asia. Mechanics love them because their mechanical components are easy to repair and replacement parts are widely available. Many F12s have surpassed 1 million kilometers and continue to haul freight daily. The F12's combination of power, durability, and comfort has turned it into a true European icon, a truck that refuses to die and continues to serve even decades after its introduction. Number 7. Scania 2 Series. The Scania 2 Series from the 1980s, especially the 1112, 142, and the legendary 143, is one of the most respected and admired European trucks ever built. Scania's V8 engines became famous for their unmatched torque, powerful acceleration, and the iconic sound that truck enthusiasts around the world still recognize instantly. These V8 engines were built with extremely robust internal components, designed to deliver maximum pulling power over long distances and difficult terrains. Whether hauling freight across Scandinavian winter roads, climbing steep mountain passes in Central Europe, or tackling long-haul journeys into North Africa, the 2 Series performed with incredible reliability. Many of these trucks were engineered to handle maximum weight limits, often pulling heavy loads across harsh climate zones where lesser trucks would struggle or fail. The 2 Series cab was another major selling point. It was built tough, spacious for the era, and offered excellent visibility. Scania put a lot of focus on driver comfort, giving the 2 Series a reputation for being one of the most pleasant trucks to drive during long journeys. Maintenance was also simple, thanks to the accessible cab-over layout and robust mechanical systems. Even today, these trucks continue to operate in large numbers, especially in Portugal, Spain, Turkey, Norway, Eastern Europe, and parts of Africa. They have earned a cult-like following in the restoration world, with fully restored Scania 142 and 143 models often displayed proudly at truck festivals. Truckers appreciate them because they combine beauty, power, and mechanical simplicity, a rare combination in modern times. The 1980s Scania 2 Series remains a timeless masterpiece of European trucking. Number 8. Mercedes-Benz NG. The Mercedes-Benz NG new generation trucks from the 1980s are among the toughest and most dependable semi-trucks ever built, especially for operations in extreme climates. These trucks were engineered with the precision and thoroughness that German engineering is famous for. The NG series offered powerful OM series diesel engines that were known for their exceptional longevity, mechanical simplicity, and ability to survive harsh conditions with minimal maintenance. Many NG trucks were used in Middle Eastern and African transport routes, hauling heavy cargo across vast deserts where temperatures reached levels that destroyed weaker trucks. The NG quickly gained a reputation for being almost impossible to overheat and extremely resistant to dust, sand, and poor fuel quality, conditions that challenge even modern trucks with advanced electronics. The cab-over design of the NG was built with durability and safety in mind. Mercedes made the cab structure strong enough to withstand accidents and rough handling, while also improving driver comfort with better ergonomics and practical layout. Suspension components, axles, and the frame were all built stronger than necessary, making the NG over-engineered in the best possible way. Today, the NG series continues to operate in Africa, the Middle East, and rural Europe, Many of these trucks are still used for construction, fuel transport, livestock hauling, and long-haul routes across remote areas where reliability is more important than technology. The 1980s Mercedes-Benz NG stands as a symbol of rugged, no-nonsense engineering, a truck built not to impress, but to endure. Number 9. MAN F90. The MAN F90 series arrived in the late 80s and quickly became one of the most trusted European heavy-duty trucks of its era. It set new standards for durability, driver comfort, and mechanical reliability. MAN equipped the F90 with strong inline-six diesel engines that delivered high torque, excellent fuel economy, and long service life. These engines were known for running hundreds of thousands of kilometers without major repairs, provided they were maintained properly. The F90 was often used for long-haul routes across Europe, including challenging routes over mountain passes, where its strong pulling power and stable handling were major advantages. The truck's cooling system, drivetrain, and braking components were engineered to handle high stress over long periods, making it reliable even under maximum load. The cab of the MAN F90 was a major improvement over earlier models, offering more space, better insulation, and improved safety. Drivers appreciated the comfortable seats, quiet ride, and practical dashboard layout. The cab-over structure provided easy access for mechanics and offered excellent visibility on narrow European roads. Even decades later, the F90 remains in service in Eastern Europe, the Balkans, Turkey, and parts of the Middle East. It is widely loved for its mechanical simplicity, affordable parts, and ability to handle tough road conditions. Many restored F90s also appear at European truck shows, highlighting the truck's lasting legacy. The MAN F90 from the 1980s remains a testament to German engineering's commitment to strength, dependability, and long-term value. Number 10. Iveco TurboStar. The Iveco TurboStar was one of Europe's most powerful and technologically advanced trucks of the 90s. With its turbocharged engines, especially the 420 horsepower V8, the TurboStar became a favorite among drivers who needed speed and strength for long-haul routes across Europe. The truck's engine was built with strong internal components and advanced turbo systems that delivered high performance without sacrificing reliability. Many TurboStars regularly operated on international freight routes across Italy, France, Germany, and Spain, pulling maximum loads at high speeds across long distances. The mechanical fuel injection system worked reliably even under tough conditions, making the truck a favorite in regions with varying fuel quality. The TurboStar's cab was known for its spacious interior, excellent ride comfort, and advanced features for the time. Iveco engineered the cab to reduce vibration and improve driver ergonomics, making it one of the most comfortable trucks of the 1980s. Its bold exterior styling, aerodynamic design, and powerful engine note made it instantly recognizable. Even today, many TurboStars from the 80s continue operating in Eastern Europe, North Africa, and Italy. They are reliable, easy to repair, and built with strong steel components that withstand decades of use. Enthusiasts also restore TurboStars for truck shows, where the truck's iconic V8 sound and classic Italian styling draw crowds. The Iveco TurboStar remains one of Europe's most iconic trucks, a machine built for speed, strength, and pure driving pleasure. These 80s legends prove one thing: true durability never gets old. While modern trucks rely on tech, these classics rely on brute strength and engineering that refuses to die. If you loved this blast from the past, hit like, subscribe, and tell me which 80s truck you think deserves a comeback. Thanks for watching. Stick around, because the next video dives into even more machines that time just can't break.